Kalonzo has something to say in conclusion for the petition.
Senior Counsel?
Yes, indeed, my lord. Talking of strong winds,
Yes.
I think they blew in the form of tornadoes from New York to India, and they landed in Kenya. My lord, we are talking of high-level corruption, which the United States of America have taken very seriously, and Foreign Corrupt Practices Act.
Yes.
So we brought strange averments before you, my lord, and all we are saying is, can they be farmed up? Another friend Musyoka did not like the word cancellation of contract, but what President William Ruto talked about at his State of the Nation address amounted to cancellation of these deals. So we need to know what actually was cancelled. All this is not before you, my lord, and we look forward to interacting with that situation once it is placed before you. Learned senior brother NGATIA talks of the 16th of December. I think the matter is so grave, even if we don't want to tie your hands, my lord, could even go into the new year so that Kenyans will have time, whoever has to file whatever documents has enough time to file. And so that nobody will be seen to have been left behind, or nobody will have instructed, because Kenyans want nothing but the truth out of this Adani matter. And as a learned friend Kibia said, we don't want to, because the president talked about will onboard others. And now, if that was to happen unilaterally, without giving regard to what the thinking was behind enactment of the Public-Private Partnership Act,
Yes.
then it will also fall short of expectations of the Kenyan people. I thank you, my lord, and we are ready to receive the directions.
Thank you, Senior Counsel.
That those dealings with Adani were fraudulent and unlawful at initial, in which even no compensation is payable. With regard to the other three issues that we agreed we did, first of all, the petitioners, my lord, irrespective of whatever are the details of the cancellation, we request a court to give directions with a view that this matter must proceed for three reasons. The first one,
Yes.
being that the petitioners are challenging the constitutionalities of various provisions of the PPP Act of 2021.
Yes.
That would have to proceed because it is not predicated on the Adani group alone.
Yes.
Number two, my lord, is that in this petition, the petitioners are saying, and we've annexed the relevant document, that when the PPP Act was made, the initial version, during the time of President Mwai Kibaki,
Yes.
institutions like Kenya Airports Authority and Kenya Power
Yes.
could not be subjected to PIPs, that is privately initiated proposals. And therefore, we shall be urging the court that because the president, His Excellency the President, gave intentions to use PIP to get somebody else, the court must have it say first, because we can proceed on that path. PIP cannot be available for JKIA. But more importantly, The petitioners are also saying in the petition, JKIA in the first place is not available for leasing to foreigners under whatever guise. The final issue, my lord,
Yes.
would be this concern about public resources. Public interest litigation such as this have to proceed where controversy has arisen that relates to serious abuse of power and high-level corruption in ceding or leasing the public assets of Kenyans. And therefore, that's an issue that must be interrogated by the court and specific findings made. They are actually the same reasons why in the first place the Adani deals are being cancelled. So there must be accountability by whoever who brought Adani to Kenya before we can wash our hands from this matter. I believe my learned colleague, Honorable Kalonzo.
Yes.
My apologies coming behind Planet Senior. But just briefly, my lord, I believe it will be prudent in your directions. We get directions as to what my learned senior Mr. Musyoka has raised, the PO. I think we are jumping the gun when we are going straight to issues of the main petition, yet there is a question on your jurisdiction.
Yes.
Yeah, so just in terms of directions, we need to get your directions as to that. And having come in late into the petition, the copy I have has a notice of motion, a preliminary and intellectual application. I have not had any of my colleagues address the issue of conservatory orders in the notice of motion. So I am not sure if the same has been considered to, or what are the directions of the court in regards to this application. Thank you, my lord.
Councillor Musyoka, what is the nature of the appeal?
Your Lordship, the nature of the appeal is that it's grounded on Section 75(2) of the Public-Private Partnerships Act 2021.
On section?
75, so Section 2. That gives jurisdiction to the Public-Private Partnerships Petitions Committee.
So it's on exhaustion.
It's on exhaustion of local evidence.
Thank you. Let me write my directions, then I'll do the notes.
Now,